The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. Hi. 685 episodes in. Your Whiskey Brothers in the room tonight. The Right Reverend Robert L. Mungle. To my right, Trey Tutson. To my left, we are here today.
I'm not on the immediate right. So.
Yeah. I know, everybody's shifting positions. That's cool, man. We're in a good mood. It's Monday. It's rain.
No, we're not.
Well, we were.
I gotta get into the. I gotta build up.
Rob's mad.
Good mood.
Flash is here. Flash, you're gonna be the offsetting energy in the room. You're so positive. You're working on something that I can't wait to get up on YouTube. You're kicking ass. Rob comes in angry as shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
There are 4 major freeways in the city of Houston.
45, 59, 288, the 610 loop, and I-10.
I-10. Every one of them is something that's being done to them. And we have the goddamn pig fuck.
Oh, the rodeo.
The rodeo going on.
Okay.
The Rockets are playing an early game.
That's right.
Downtown, 7 p.m.
Everything is fucked. Everything.
Plan ahead, Rob.
I did.
Did you?
I fucking did.
Did you? You were still late.
Yeah. I was still late.
I got off work late, but I had a smooth ride here.
You suck a dick. You suck a dick.
I mean, it was very smooth.
He said 59 North is perfectly free.
Glorious. Just an ocean of fucking taillights everywhere you turn. And it's raining. And it's fucking nasty, and nobody knows how to fucking drive.
But have you thought about how angry you let this make you as a person? On the regular.
Anger.
On the Rob.
Yeah, it's not anger.
It's
pure.
Not anger.
It's fury. It's fury. That's what it is. It's not anger. I honestly, I looked around and I said, if all these people died of AIDS right now, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I hate them. I fucking hate it.
I understand, but you understand that those people.
I don't know. It's not their fault. They're in the same thing as I am.
Right. So
yeah,
I want the person who caused, because there was a wreck I was on. All right, and there was a wreck, and I swear to God, when I got closer to the wreck, I said,
you do this. You pray for their death.
I pray for their death. I pray for their death because 1, they deserve it.
All right.
And 2, it would make me happy to know somebody paid for this. Somebody paid for my fucking city. I want to sue. Who can we sue?
3, an unthought of bonus. That person will never do that again.
Yeah, exactly. One less bad driver because they're a shitty driver.
Yeah, all of us are bad. Like, I drove here and was like, yo, how did they give me a license? Like, I know I paid and went through this shit, but I'm not supposed to be driving. I'm bad at this.
See, you two should reach some sort of understanding. He's the kind of person you hate.
Yeah.
And you're the kind of person who hates him.
See, I don't cause traffic. I hit you and keep going. So the dude that's waiting around like, somebody left. Nigga, it's your fault.
Yeah.
I'm headed to where I'm going.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
It might be some shit missing on my car when I get there, but I'm not sticking around.
Yeah.
No,
I can appreciate that.
My only moment
That's courteous. That's courteous.
Hell yeah, I'm thinking about others.
Right.
I'm trying to be more meditative when I drive. I'm trying to not be that. Even today.
I tried it, man. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work.
Get some pennies, Rob. It worked for me for so long.
Yeah, people will say, you just got to get zen about it. And fuck Zen.
Get pennies the way I used to do
throw it.
Yes.
Throw it to people. Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea how cathartic that
I'll
is.
throw it at the body when I see it. Here, take this to get it through the river Styx.
You're a horrible,
fucking cunt.
Horrible human being.
Probably horrible.
Hello.
I pray for their deaths.
Well, hello to all the new fans. I raise a glass. We have cracked out what's left of this handle of 4 roses that we occasionally go back
far
to.
Away.
Reminds me of Ed. Hey, thanks to Lane for the shot glass. This is my Cheshire Cat shot glass. I haven't said. I've had it for a while.
He was going on and on about how we need some 4 roses.
I know,
that
and then he
shit's
drinks
delicious.
it with McDonald's Coke.
Puts it with the Wendy's glass.
Oh, you're awful.
Sprite.
To all the new Dallas fans, I was in the heart of darkness.
How was
this
that?
weekend?
How was Dallas?
It's Dallas, man, and we talk shit. We talk a lot of shit about Dallas.
I'm actually new to this. I didn't know as a Houstonian I was supposed to have beef with Dallas.
It's a rivalry. It's unnecessary.
I'll be there next week, so I can't wait to shit all over it while I'm there.
You're gonna be fine. They're actually good people, man. But
Are they?
Every time I've been. Those are the most unruly crowds.
Yeah.
And I know I attract it all on my own. But I dropped. You ever dropped a reflexive line where you just caught yourself and you didn't even know why you said it in the first place? Then you come up with a justification for it after the fact. Like this dude was consistently being loud and drunk, but strategically. Like he wasn't really ruining stuff. Okay. It was just consistently loud, and I'd check him, but he wasn't pissing me off. He was just annoying. So I would check him, and I go, look, man, the only reason you're still here is because I'm letting you stay. Yeah. So shut up this time. I'd say something else, and it'd do something else. This went back and forth. And finally, I just turned around and go, shut up, Jussie Smollett. And it was, I know. And the crowd all, it's not what you think.
Did he look like him?
But more importantly, I gave him enough rope to hang himself, and he did.
Oh, God.
Just like Jussie.
That's what I told. Oh, you got it. Yeah. That's what I told the crowd. They went, oh, I don't know. That's what happens when you give somebody enough rope to hang them.
See,
and it worked, and it felt really good.
That's awesome.
Quite
my favorite thing about that case now is
how hilarious it is.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
Jesus.
But his lawyer came out and said, we have proof that he didn't pay for these guys.
He wrote a check.
But this is their proof because he put on the memo line for workouts and something like.
And that makes it that
it's
formalized.
Like technically, it's not.
Well, that's a legal document. You couldn't sign that without being truthful.
If that's a legal document, I used to sign the checks from when I had my comedy club. When I would pay comics, I filled out the 4. It always said butt sex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
So did I? Or was that just me having fun with
that's
their
a legal document, Slade.
Well,
I'm actually not upset with him. Because we've all lied to do shit about our jobs. like anytime I just want a Saturday off, I'll kill a grandmother. I'll kill a grandmother off in a minute. I know, like, bro, how many grandmas this nigga got? It's like I was adopted twice.
Yeah, but that's
I was close to all of them.
But there was no police investigation.
Yeah, there's no. I didn't,
when you start involving the law and that, you know how much money went into that manhunt for those 2 people that don't exist.
Yeah,
you turn the entire Chicago PD into the streets looking for non-existent criminals.
Yo, but if I
you know how much that costs?
But if I wanted a Saturday off bad enough, I'd probably go that far. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't make fake obituaries. I didn't win. Dude, I didn't done it. I didn't went too deep. That's why I was like, yeah, I get it. This nigga trying to
fake obituaries.
He trying to keep his job. So hell yeah, I didn't make fake obituaries.
That's not spur of the moment right there. That's you playing your Saturday off on a Monday.
I didn't. Oh man, I didn't win this. All kind of shit. Fake ER letters. Fake buried
an old woman one time.
Yeah. I didn't
even.
He went to a funeral just to take pictures.
Oh yeah. Rob,
how far will you go?
Because I know like how the funerals run on Cullen. Like it just be, dude. You just go back to the church where everybody's leaving from. You just wait till they leave. You go back inside and say, hey man, y'all got any leftover programs? I'm late. And they give you one. You go, appreciate it. Yeah, my auntie died. It's my aunt. My aunt Madeline. No, Aunt Madeline. Yeah. She died. Hold on. Let me see what she died from. You got to open it up and see. Lung cancer. Yeah, got her. Woo. She fought the good fight. This is excused, right? Okay, good. I get to keep my days. So I'm not fucking mad. Like, people get mad, but I'm not mad at them for that shit. Like, the lies I told.
I know he was full of shit. It smelled fishy from the beginning, all right? But you don't say.
Trey's over here. You're like, she was such a good person. I'm so heartbroken. They're like, what'd she die from? They're like, it was suicide by cop.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Anyway, go ahead.
But, you can't come out and say, especially in this day and age, that you thought this was fishy. Right?
Yeah.
Then we got to believe everybody,
Right.
And so we believe that this guy got beat up. And so until you get evidence, you got to believe him. And
you don't.
And I said,
that's bullshit.
I said, man, it's a little fishy because he had a picture and he said he got his ass kicked, but he had just one scratch on his cheek. And I said, that's
like the Suge Knight Tupac shit. They shot up the car and Suge left with a scratch. They're like, what the fuck? Like, you know how many bullets hit? It was some reloading. Like, it was some shit, and you got a scratch.
And Suge is a target.
Yes, exactly.
Who shot you? Those people in Pulp Fiction?
Yes. Dude, that's one. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm stepping on you, Rob. But it's like that's one thing I hate about movies. is that they always have the villain like be inaccurate as fuck. I'm like, well, how the fuck did he become
Boy,
a
did you watch
badass?
Star Wars? Those bad dudes couldn't hit shit.
But every movie, the dude, the villain dude, whenever whoever the hero is, he's running. And the guy's shooting.
Can't ever hit him.
He ever hit him.
Never.
I'm talking
Ever.
for streets.
Ever.
They can't hit this nigga. They hitting blocks and
through
shit.
fire escapes and
Through
fences. And
he can't hit. I'm like, well, why the fuck is he a threat if
Right.
he's this inaccurate?
Is he not a sniper? Like
That's why I like No Country for Old Men.
I hated that movie.
because
I love that movie.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't end.
he was not. Yeah, it didn't end, but he wasn't inaccurate. Like he pretty much was not inaccurate. He ended up hitting Josh Brolin.
That's true.
Yeah.
He ended, I'm just saying, like,
You know what, Slade? I have a theory that
Okay.
I'd like to propose here now.
Okay.
That I think solves the Stormtrooper inaccuracy problem.
Do you?
Yes.
Is it because they cloned one inaccurate motherfucker?
Well, no.
I'm gonna slowly listen.
All right.
'Cause I have
never
no.
seen
I
it.
don't even know who stormtroopers are.
Yeah.
What?
From Star Wars.
I know super troopers.
No, okay. So here's the, everybody says they're inaccurate, right? But guess who they shoot at? We always see them shooting at Luke and Leia and friends of Luke and Leia.
Uh-huh.
Ostensibly, for the most part,
And they're
right?
force sensitive.
No, but listen, and I could backs this up, right? When Darth Vader is chasing Luke Skywalker in the first one down that trench, right? And he's trying to aim at him, and Darth Vader says, "Force is strong in this one," and he has trouble aiming.
Ooh.
I submit that they always have the Force around them, which kind of acts as a deflector array.
Oh.
And so anytime you're around Luke or Leia or Obi-Wan or anybody, that's why they're missing. Because it's kind of like a deflector array. But only Darth Vader was able to
Recognize
sense it. And that's why he had to adjust. He's like,
Wow,
ooh,
Rob.
Force is strong in this one.
Okay. That's. I submit to you the first Star Wars theory that I actually agree with that's been presented on this show. You have no idea. This is the most
I was
confusing.
gonna ask y'all understand giraffes. Dude,
I'm going to hang up and listen.
I'm so fucking frustrated with giraffes right now.
Stop. Fuck.
Dude, I'm fucking.
You non sequitur mother.
I'm so mad. Man. I didn't understand none of that. Like I'm talking zero. This nigga's talking about force. I only know that from anal. Not too much force.
What the giraffes?
Bro, I'm so frustrated with giraffes. Like,
Go ahead.
No, not go ahead. We're gonna bookmark this. I don't know how you can't present a problem like this and not think that it's gonna take the rest of this goddamn episode.
We have a minute here before we have to break away, right? All right, so, all right, you fucking assholes all around the room here. Fine. So, yes, I have a girlfriend. All right?
Oh, all right. Oh,
Yeah.
did you get some heat for it last episode?
Well, no, but I mean, people, yes. Well, it's her birthday today.
Oh.
So I got to send a shout out. I'm not going to say her name because don't say my name. and
all
shit.
right, Sammy. Aunt Madeline, happy birthday.
So happy birthday, baby. And it's a shout out. So.
Oh, well, look her right in the camera and say, "Get
Well,
up!"
she's not
and
watching.
She will. She can.
No.
This is you.
She doesn't give us any money.
I'm gonna send her the link.
Okay.
I'm gonna send her the
happy
link.
birthday,
You
baby.
no, you get up and you walk over to that camera and you say this to her face, Rob.
Happy birthday.
To her face.
I say it to her face all the time. My feet hurt from sitting in traffic. Love you, baby.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Hey, we're fans of you too, for what it's worth. You keep him happy. Clearly, the way he came in today was just watch the beginning and see how riveting his life.
Yeah, traffic.
More Whiskey Brothers podcast. We're coming right back in just a minute.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to episode 685 of the Whiskey Brothers podcast. You know by now that you can listen to extended episodes on Fridays. That episode comes out with a little bit of WBNY. Dale Cheeseman and Jason Salmon are...
We got to get some more people on that.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this. I listened...
They do fine. They do great.
They do really well. But did you listen to the Russian segment
I
from
didn't
this
see
last
that.
episode?
I did.
I was driving back from Dallas, and I just popped it on the... on my I had it on Spotify, and I was like, man, let me go, because I don't always get to check. I don't listen when I edit. I just mix
Why
it together.
didn't you fly?
To Dallas?
Yes. I'm.
It's 3.5 hours from
bother
Houston.
me.
It's 3.5 hours.
But it's like a 45-minute flight.
No. Okay.
35-minute flight.
How many times have you flown?
0. But I know
Okay.
math.
Do you understand how how airports work? That you don't just. It's not like going to the bus station.
Yeah.
I've had this discussion with Rob already. I was like trying to fly
you have to
private
get there
Austin.
And
Yeah. He wanted to go. He wanted to fly
because it's $600 an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, but it's like a 30-minute flight.
But it's
so
not.
we're gonna spend like $600 there and back.
No, because it's $600 an hour from when those dudes show up to, and that plane has to stay there till you get back on it.
Yeah. What are you saying? I'm lost. What do you mean?
Okay, well,
dude, go get a burger. I'll text you. Hey man, we ready. Take your ass back to the fucking place. We'll pull up. We'll get in. We'll be back in Houston in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But no.
done.
So regular airports, you have to get there an hour ahead of time to get through security and everything.
Suggested, yeah.
So remove the private airplane.
All right, yeah.
So if I want to fly to Dallas,
yeah.
say I need, if I leave my house at noon,
Okay.
I'm at the airport by 12:30.
Okay.
My flight's at 1:30.
Okay.
Then I take a 30-minute flight.
Yeah.
Then I have to get picked up at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm already, now it's 2:30, 3 by the time I get to the hotel. It's already been 3.5
And
hours.
it's a 30-minute flight, but you're on the tarmac for 15.
Yes, of course.
Well, once you
of-
get there.
But y'all, listen.
collectively, it takes
You-
less time to drive.
You get
It
to
does.
turn your brain off
No.
and just do.
No.
And just.
Have you ever seen?
just-
Have
you know
you
what's
ever
better?
seen a pilot? You think you could sit on a plane for 30 minutes without fearing that they're going to crash that thing?
No,
Oh.
I don't crash. What?
I don't trust pilots.
These niggas is trained. Anybody trained, I trust.
Yeah. I mean, I trust it, but
That's why I don't fuck with car washes, because they don't train them niggas. I worked at one. They just give you a towel and go clean it. You like, so I don't get no orientation or nothing. Just head out there.
It's not as relaxing. You've never flown. You don't know if it's relaxing.
I've ridden on a bus.
It's not the same.
Same as being it's a bus in the sky. That's what I've
Yeah.
heard.
Well, that's Southwest Airlines. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
It
No,
is a-
I'm talking about the travel time is way less
It's
than
not.
fucking driving.
It's not. Certainly not to Austin.
I can't-
Certainly not to Austin.
I can only have so much.
By the time you go from Houston to Austin, you can drive it in the time it would take you.
What is the flight time?
Like 12 minutes.
30. Okay.
To Austin's like 12 minutes on a
12
jet.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
And driving to Austin is about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Right.
That's my point.
But all your other shit is going to
Rob, you
why
you
y'all
can't-
packing? Y'all packing? You pack some bags?
No.
You didn't pack? Oh, I'm talking about if you was,
Backpacking a merch
Yeah,
bag.
if you check a bag, that's another 30 minutes once you get there.
It's an hour and 10-minute flight to
I ain't
Dallas.
gonna never get through to y'all. Y'all just too old school.
An hour
for
and
me.
10-minute flight?
Y'all
Fuck
too
that,
old school.
I'm driving.
Driving to Dallas?
Shut up, Joe Breda. Messaging in. He has a point. No, he doesn't.
Driving to
No,
Dallas?
do not. Yes.
Oh, so, yeah. See, we going next week.
Look,
I'm flying private.
Let me give you. This is my thing between flying and driving. All right.
Okay.
New Orleans
Uh-huh.
is my flyer drive. That's where my
7-hour drive.
It's a 30-minute flight versus 7 hour. That's worth it.
That's worth it.
Anything
Okay.
less than that, I'm fucking driving. Fuck you.
And he says that he pulls over every hour, bitches.
I
But
do.
I can
Oh, I
imagine.
pull over. No, because you
Nevertheless.
pull over and you can gamble. You can't gamble in the sky.
I said all of this
I'm
to
cramping.
say. I said all of this to say that I listened to WBNY on
Yeah.
the way back, and it's worthwhile. That Russian episode. These guys, they actually work on this shit. Like
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
wing it. We show. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Turn the mics on. They show up with a plan
Oh, fuck
and
that.
improv. Like they're really good at improv.
Yeah.
It's Jason's call or the Russian call.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it for the last episode. So check them out. That will come out on Friday. More importantly,
They can plan all they want. They're never going to get something as good as Gazier.
no. Or you know what else you don't get on WBNY? Giraffes.
Yeah. What the fuck is your beef?
Hey, hold on. I spent most of my weekend upset about giraffes. Like,
A sentence that I have
Yeah.
never.
here's the thing.
Now,
that-
you know, I just want to get clarification. You know they exist, right? They're not like unicorns.
Yeah, they out here.
Okay.
So this is my. Yeah, they out here in these streets. Except you got to go to. I just hate that you got to go to special places to see them niggas. Like they ain't
Wait,
just.
what do you mean?
I just
special?
wish that was like how you see cattle just.
Yeah,
just
some
chilling.
people feel that way about cattle,
Yeah, I
where they're like, "Oh, I wish there were cows here. We'd have something to eat."
not to eat, but just like giraffes, just out or whatever.
Yeah.
This is my problem with fucking giraffes. So anytime you talk to anybody and they went through some shit and they had to change their life and they're talking about adaptation, they always bring up the thing with the giraffes, how the giraffes was just some form of fucking...
Somebody should...
Wait, what?
Flash, I want you to do me a favor. At some point, you got to pull up this podcast about 21 minutes in, maybe 20, and get me and Rob simultaneous.
So
I think we're both whiplash. I've never... Has anyone ever... You stop. Has anyone ever... I think I know where he's going with this.
I haven't the clue.
I'm going to guess that he's going to say that the giraffes adapted they grew long necks in order to adapt to higher tree structure and their food source being above. So the taller ones just continually grew, and then the bottom ones died, is what the point I think he's going to make.
Exactly. But have you ever heard motherfuckers explain this shit? They go, hey, the food was above them, so the ones that had short necks or whatever, right, they died off.
And their genes died with them.
And all this bullshit, right?
You know how evolution works.
So
there's macro and there's micro evolution. And
So, but this is not how people explain it. They just go, so they grew long necks.
Okay, can I explain it to you? Can I explain how it works?
But they don't explain how. No, someone explained it to me eventually.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. But I was upset for most of the weekend. Because you just hit me with.
Can you just call me when these things happen?
They grew long necks.
No, they did not.
To survive. And that would be like saying black people are being shot by the police. And in order to survive, they just became bulletproof.
Or white. That's
white. And you're like, okay, nigga, how? How did they pull this off?
You just got to keep fucking.
So I get now. It was
you pull it off by all of the really black people get shot, and then eventually only lighter skin.
Yeah. But it still makes no fucking sense because for the necks to get that long. Like if they come from something that's like a horse, I've never seen a horse that reminds me. I've never seen any like antelope, like anything like that could kind of remind you like it's in the same family.
An okapi.
With what the fuck is that?
It's in the exact same family as the giraffe. It's much more horse-like. And here, I'll show you a picture.
This is not a real
API. Yeah, absolutely. Come look at it. It's like it's got stripes on the back, but it's very much.
Oh, they got a video of these.
It's very much related to a giraffe.
Oh, I seen these black and white. I seen these fucking things.
They're related to the giraffe. That's very similar. That's somewhere between a horse and a giraffe.
Look like real retarded donkeys.
Yes.
Like that's what they look like.
They look like part zebra, part donkey, part giraffe.
Just fucked up. Okapi.
Yeah.
Or okapi. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was frustrated most of the fucking weekend.
That's the duck-billed platypus of the horse family.
It is 100%. You know you could solve any one of these problems with a phone call.
Yeah, and
you spend your whole weekend unhappy. I'm so worried about you guys. You spend your time in traffic unhappy, and you spend your time with giraffes unhappy. And I'm just here for both of you, man. Like I'll talk to you when you're stuck in traffic.
I just want to ride a giraffe through traffic and flip off every one of those motherfuckers. I'll get there. How's it look up there, Jerome? 4 more miles of bullshit. God damn it. I don't know why my giraffe has a black accent.
He's African.
He's African. Yeah. Can you see a Whataburger? No. Motherfucker.
Why? I understand why the giraffe talks like that, but why do you?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's yelling up at it.
Why do you have to yell at? Why do you? Do you see the Whataburger?
Yeah.
No.
I also
It's our bad Amos and Andy for the giraffe.
It's Amos and Geoffrey.
Amos and Geoffrey. I don't know, Geoffrey.
God damn.
Hey, Lightning.
This is the Toys R Us story. Anyway.
Yeah. I know Geoffrey. He's a Toys R Us kid. Did you ever listen to Amos and Andy? Trey?
No.
Oh boy.
Probably for the best.
No. I saw a piece of the movie they did with Samuel Jackson and somebody else.
No.
No. Sorry.
No.
Well, it's my reference.
No.
Talking about what is he
The
talking
movie
about?
Amos and Andrew with Nicolas Cage and Samuel L.
And
Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh God!
It wasn't about them. They just two characters. One was named Amos, the white guy. And
What was the
Andrew.
movie?
It was about
Was it called Amos and Andrew?
Nicolas Cage breaks into an affluent neighborhood and tries to rob houses. And Samuel L. Jackson had just moved in.
Was this
And he-
Lakeview Terrace?
Yeah.
No, that's when he's
And
racist.
and he's a black guy
fantastic.
in this white neighborhood, right? And he had just moved in. And so all the racist people don't give a shit that Amos has taken a black guy hostage. They're like, yeah, shoot him. Who cares? We don't care. And so it ends up Amos and Andrew.
Is this the negotiator?
No,
Nah,
it's called
man.
Amos and Andrew. That's what it's called.
You gotta see it.
It's awful.
It's fantastic. No, it's not. It's got Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Yeah. And Nicolas Cage is like, motherfucker, I live here.
Yeah.
And so they think he's the one breaking in, and that Nicolas Cage is the one that lives
That
there.
You
lives
guys are
Yeah.
manufacturing this. When did this come out?
No. Oh, this is
95?
like, some shit like that. Yeah.
Back when Nicolas Cage was still bookable.
Boom. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was still big.
Yeah.
Was it a comedy?
It was a comedy that tried to play itself off as social satire.
Yeah.
And it got everything wrong.
It's like Bright.
Yeah, a little like that.
Little like Bright.
It's got everything wrong.
What's the word here? Erudite? What's the
Erudite.
erudite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
know
When
what that
erudite
is.
black playwright Andrew Sterling moves
Yeah.
to a predominantly white suburb, the buffoonish local police surround his home,
Yeah.
assuming he's a burglar. To avoid a scandal, unscrupulous Chief Tolliver, that's Dabney Coleman, conscripts low-rent criminal Amos Odell to, and then I got to click more, to break in and
Amos
take Sterling
Odell?
hostage.
The white dude?
Yeah.
That sounds like a black barber. Wait, an old black barber.
Nicolas Cage was Amos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the spin on it. you
Amos
see.
Odell?
Amos and
Odell.
Andrew soon realize Tolliver has no plans to let either survive, so they must put their differences aside and work together to get out alive. 1993. Who writes this shit?
Yeah. That was
it's
a movie. That
who
got
wrote it?
greenlit.
Because I'm so into that.
What?
I want to know if the nigga's still working. I always want to know.
The director or the writer?
Both
the
of them.
writer. Both.
The director's Emax Fry. Let's see, man. I'll go to the IMDb page. We got a
you just
minute.
gonna stalk him?
Let's see. No, but I mean, I'll go give it a look.
Emax Fry.
Emax Fry. What else did he do? Directed and written by this dude.
Oh,
he
shit.
owned this shit.
Oh, shit.
Let's see what else he's done.
Quentin Tarantino of
Oh.
shitty movies.
Oh, he is known. Are you kidding me? He is known for such glorious movies as Foxcatcher, Something Wild.
Are these good?
I've
And,
never heard of that.
Hang on, he did Band of Brothers.
Oh, he probably directed an episode.
Yeah, basically.
I was amongst the affluent whites also this weekend with this
Yeah.
giraffe shit going on. You said wait or go
No,
ahead?
good.
No, you got to.
I got. No, I was just. This is why I was so frustrated. I had never been amongst them, like in there, like, hey man, we just hanging. Like I never. They always had to like, I don't know, fucking be professional and shit. Anytime I've
Yeah.
seen them,
Right.
So they were just at the baseball game hanging, and I'm hearing them say ignorant shit. So there's like, well, not ignorant shit, but they're just saying wild shit. And like some trap music comes on. That's one of the kids' walk-on music. It's some trap music. So I hear one of the white dudes go, "Oh boy, that music is just garbage." I mean, that is just straight
That
trash.
white voice goes all the way back to Richard Pryor, Eddie
No,
Murphy.
so
It's
I'm
a
like,
reflex.
but that's how he sounds.
Did you just hear my giraffe voice? Come on.
That's exactly how he sounded.
Exactly.
It was like, whoa, he was just like, this is trash. So the dude next to him was like, what was trash? He's like, that walk-on music. And then he goes, for this guy, he's like, oh, well, he's batting 111. He goes, that's why. That's fucking music. He was like, that music's trash. And I'm like, no, he's batting 111 because he fucking sucks.
And he's white.
Don't be throwing Migos into this shit. This guy fucking sucks. So then they brought up the Jussie Smollett, that shit.
Yeah.
They brought that shit up, and me and Shay were sitting there. So he was like, "Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised." The guy said, "I'm not surprised. I mean, look at him." So then the other guy goes,
fuck?
"The other guy goes, shh, look, we don't know how they're gonna respond." Pointing at me and Shay.
in front of you?
Yeah, no, he's above us, so
Yeah.
so we're in front of them. He goes, shh, we don't know how they're gonna respond, and I was like, no, I'm not surprised either. And then I looked at the game.
I got that shit to get out. I buried my grandma 14 times.
We got to get out of here. We're the Whiskey Brothers. Rob and Trey Flash in the corner working on God's work. More us very, very soon. Drunk Dollars 323-510.
7468.
That sounds like it. Write it down. We'll see you again on a future episode.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by
Scarface.
Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.